Well, I'd say good morning. My name is Darlene and I have Parkinson's, but you can tell by the state of where I am, it's not morning. It's night. It's late at night. It's about 11 o'clock. And I'm out on the veranda. I love being out on the veranda. The only thing is there's some bugs out here right now, but the bugs don't bother me so much. And look at the bug protection I have. I will put my flashlight down here. I do have, I know it's hard to see, but I will show you. I do have bug protection, should it be needed. I have a hoodie here. Can I get it? Putting your hands not work makes it a little more difficult. Alright, so let's bring my hoodie up like this. Oh my goodness. It doesn't want to come up. I don't know what I've done. I only had half a hoodie. Yeah, just a minute. This is crazy. You know what? I have trouble putting my shirts on. This is like a shirt, but it's top part. It's way over me too. Oh, here we go. Alright, so you can see I've got lace all around. Where it comes down. It does look a lot better than that when I put it on, but I don't know what I've done to it. And I'm not going to keep on going with that. So anyway, I did have some bug protection. It does protect some of my arms and my neck. Anyway, I'm just sort of going off base because I have had a crazy weekend, and I'm not dealing with it very well. So I'm gonna just, I figured it was apropos to film in the dark because that's how I kind of been feeling. And then today, a ray of sunshine arrived. We went and got the mail, and I had a parcel from Leslie Tibbs. She's a friend of mine and a subscriber. She's in the comments. You see her in the comments all the time. She's a lovely, lovely girl. Woman, I should say girl. Anyway, she sent me a package. Now I've got to tell you, I'm going to show you the card because I'm keeping the card there. And then I said, when I posted a letter to her to say thank you, I said I was going to keep the napkins out so they could look at them all the time. They were colorful. They were sunflower. They were colorful. And I said, she just brought cheer and hope and light into my life when I needed it the most. So I was going to put the card in one place and the napkins in another. They were little cocktail napkins. Can I find those napkins anywhere? I've looked so many places. I know they're going to show up tomorrow, but I feel absolutely terrible that I can't show you the napkins. But just picture a beautiful sunflower on them, and that's what they look like. And I will find them, Leslie, I promise. I want to show you her card, though. I love getting cards in the mail. I really do. And I send out cards, too, because I feel you're not going to get a card if you never send a card, so that's what I do. But you see, my hands aren't working again. It's all I say, but I'm really struggling here. All right. The outside of this card. This is so sweet. It says hello. And where does it say that? It's down here. Hello. And it's got a picture of a flower on it. Okay, turn it this way. Picture of turn it this way. A picture of where's my camera? Where do I show this to? Okay, turn around. Where do I show it to? Somewhere here? Okay. Flower on it. And it says hello. And then you open it up. She is so sweet, so sweet. I just wish I could visit every one of these ladies that are so nice to me. But I can't travel, so I can't do any of it. But I visit on the internet. So. And if you're on Facebook and you have Messenger, you can friend me and I will chat with you on the phone. There, it doesn't cost us anything. I don't know how this opens. I've had it open many times. See, I can't. I'm letting you actually see what's going on in my life right now. And it's not a pretty sight. It really isn't. I'm having real difficulty. And then we phoned the doctor today, the neurologist, and she's on holidays. So we have to wait and see. Okay, here it is. Wait and see what she has to say when she comes back. But the nurse is going to try and figure things out. Anyway, It's a personal note, but I think she wouldn't mind if I shared it because it's so lovely. So I'm going to say, oh, I should get my flashlight here. I want to say thank you so much. You know, Leslie, it couldn't have come at a better time. I was feeling very, very bad today. Just down in the dumps because things are progressing very rapidly and we just don't feel like we're getting listened to or heard. So, I mean, you tell them that you can't feel your hands and your legs and say, oh, you're walking. No, I'm not walking. I can't write, I can't tape, I can't glue. I'm not doing anything that's productive. Okay, it says, oh, I can't see me if I do that. Let's see, can I, yeah, that's good. It says, I don't want to shine this in your eyes. It says, hello. I recently, I've got to hold my hand a bit steadier. Okay. I've recently noticed that I didn't have a stash of cocktail napkins. I've always loved having them around, as I always am drinking water. And here, warning lights. I guess it do that. Oh, this is the way my day goes. I've now got warning lights going here. Okay, drink water, and they are fun to buy. Anyway, I know you love color, so I thought you might enjoy these, and I do enjoy them. They're beautiful. Thinking of you, your family. Hope you can read this. With love, love you, Leslie. Leslie, I can't say thank you enough. It's been a hard week. I don't see the neurologist very often. It's kind of a check-in, and she sort of manages my levodopa levels. But I'm a very complicated case because of the neuropathy. Now, there was the one test that I refused to do. I didn't refuse it. I wouldn't have refused it if I'd had a little while to prepare for it. But they were doing a lumbar puncture one day, and they wanted to do a. What did they say? It was a lumbar puncture and a. Word escapes me. Anyway, one of them they were checking something in my spine, a spinal tap. So one of them was a spinal tap and one was a lumbar puncture. And, but they were going to be one day apart. And I did the first one, and it was very difficult because to have those tests, you have to lie perfectly still. You can't be moving. So for me to guarantee that I'm not going to be moving, I have to go without a couple of doses before I get there. And then I'm in great pain while I'm in there, never mind from what they're doing. And then, you know, so I said no. I said to him, we went and saw him the day of the surgery or the test, and I said to him, am I going to benefit from this? He says, we'll get knowledge from this. And I said, so you're going to do this to me to help you with other people, but I get no benefit from it. And he says, well, it will tell us a little bit about staging and whatnot. And I said, and if I say that I'm not having any treatment for it, if something shows up, then what then? But anyway, so I was very chicken that day, and I chickened out. Oh, look at what she found. She found my napkins. Where were they?
They were lost down the side of your chair.
Lost down the side of my chair. Typical, I was sitting there. Look at these napkins. I gotta put the flashlight on. These are so beautiful. Anyway, I chickened out on that other test, and he was very gracious about it because his time is very precious, and he was prepared to do that 20 minutes later, and I just couldn't do it. So that's the only time I've ever chickened out like that, other than the dentist. And now I have to go do it. Can you see? Oh, you see, you can't see. How can you see it? Like that. See, like that. Look at that. That sunflower is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to look at them and be cheered up when I see them. But he said something to the effect of, It will give us knowledge of what's happening to me. It won't change anything that I've lost. Won't change that, but will help other people. Well, I'm all for helping other people, but I was just too scared, and I had to say I can't do it. Claudine was quite disappointed, and the doctor was very disappointed. He thought he should do it, but he did say to me, if you change your mind, we'll keep your file open and you can call us and we'll set up another appointment, which was very gracious of him. And I today made the decision, I guess Claudine and I did this decision making, that we were going to go and contact him and see. And if he won't take us just when we call, then the Dr. Furtado would be prepared to send us to somebody else that would put us on their list and do it. But you know, then we're on lists, and nobody seems to be taking it as seriously as what I am. My feet, like now, I see they feel like marshmallows, because when I step on them, I literally can't feel the feet. I feel like I'm walking on marshmallows. My feet, or my legs, all the way up to my knees, past my knees, are numb. The thigh area sometimes is a bit numb, and I just feel like nobody's paying attention to that. My hands don't work. Sometimes they're crippled up, like stuck in, like this particular hand here. Do you see the configuration of those fingers? And how do you do anything with that? Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm trying to take a drink of this cup. Flash it on. This is stupid of me doing this outside, but I honestly was so tired of being in the house. The weather is so beautiful. It was 33 today. So, okay, so there's the handle. Can you see the handle? No, you can't. Let's see. You have to put it like this. I'm not very good about lighting. Maybe if I hold it up. So I'm going to hold this handle up like this. Okay, see that handle like that? Now, that's my fingers having to go in there. So I'm going to move the camera, pan this down just a bit. Okay, here. Now I'm going to try and put my hand through this handle here. Okay, so to put it through here, I have to fish. Put this light down. Okay. I have to fish my fingers. Let's see if this will go up any. I'm going to put it on. I'll just hold it here. I have to fish my fingers through there. So I start at the bottom. And I go as best I can to get fingers in. And however many go, there, 2 wet. Okay, let's see. You see this? 2 wet. Well, you can't lift a heavy jug with 2 fingers on the inside and none on the outside. And then you look at your hand and your fingers are stuck in. It's like holding a fist. So then when you're trying to type and you're wanting to type a message, I usually use 1 finger. But now if I want to use that finger, I have to go like this to hold the other fingers back. Because when I'm trying to touch 1 finger, look at the conglomeration of fingers that I've got touching. Touch my thumb and it's not even non-existent. So I'm just not feeling encouraged. Everything I think I want to try, I'm sort of being dissuaded from because it's dangerous. And I just feel kind of helpless. I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel helpless. And therefore, this is something that I really, really enjoy. I have made such good friends, and I want to keep on doing this. So if I have to, I will use a voice control. The voice control for typing a letter right now is not great because it doesn't punctuate or do things. But people can usually tell what I'm trying to say. And I will learn how to use it better And I just bought myself another tablet that is supposed to be very good. I bought a Samsung S7 Plus or something. They said the A ones, the ones that said Samsung A7 or something like that, they were the bargain ones, and the ones with the S series are the more advanced ones. And the thing is, the tablet I'm using right now, it's old. It's not going to get any more updates, and it's got some problems. The front is peeling away from the back. But I haven't had many problems with it, but we haven't been able to fix. And it's an S series. And then the tablet that I gave to my son to take to school, which crapped out at him on the third to the last day, it's an A series. So it was one of the cheaper ones, but I'm going to use the A series ones as a backup. I'm going to go to Staples and try to get that one working. I'm going to have Ivy help me with my new one to get it set up. And then this one here will just be around for us to have family pictures taking, or, you know, things like that. Maybe my book reading. So anyway, that's what I'm planning to do with that. All things change. Everybody sort of says, you've done all the tests. You know, I did that bone scan. Again, I had to lie very still to do it. And we looked at the pictures and said, I was lit up like a Christmas tree with arthritis, and yet not one doctor has suggested that I could take a painkiller for that. And I just feel, I truly feel that I'm going to be one of those people who die and they are not going to have any answers for me. But when Claudine was talking to the nurse today, because the doctor was out, she was being very forceful. She says, we're tired of being nice. Like, we're getting nowhere being nice. And she said, so she was polite, but she was forceful. And she said, I am watching my mother die before my eyes, and nobody is helping. And everybody just wants to pass the buck. And she said, I know it's very hard. And when I say to the doctor, how much time do I have? Like, do I have a long time? Do I have a short time? They say, you never know how much time you're going to be given, but you are advancing rapidly, or you are at an advanced stage. They won't even tell me if I'm at stage 4 or stage 5. They just say you're at an advanced stage. Well, I know that. My body tells me that. It's like, but I don't want my daughter to have to do the amount of work that she's got to do. I want to be able to do some of it, and it's very hard. And my brain is not acting normally at times. And the other night I had to go to the bathroom and I couldn't get the wheelchair into the bathroom. So I decided to walk. And then I put my arm on the towel bar, which you're not supposed to do, to hold on to that and to hold on to the sink. And then what happened? My arm went down in the towel bar and my hand twisted and I couldn't get myself out. Now I'm standing there with slippery shoes on, and I'm slipping and I'm going to fall, and I will break my arm if I fall. So I'm relegated at 4 o'clock in the morning to be calling for help. And luckily Claudine heard me. Luckily, oh my gosh, I don't know. But anyway, she heard me and she came and rescued me. But I don't want that for her. I don't want her life to be serving us. I want to have a quality of life that I can still be funny. I can still do things. I am still funny at times. Well, I do still do silly things. But I don't know. I did something silly today. I'm trying to think what it was. Claudine, do you remember what I did that was silly today? Do you remember what I did that was silly today? I said I should tell them that. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I can't think what it was. I did something anyway, and I thought it was kind of silly, and I thought, oh, it's kind of toboggan. Anyway, the other day, we pulled the car up to go to a Dollarama, and there was stalls right by the Dollarama, And we parked in the last stall that had a Dollarama allotment, but it wasn't a handicap spot. Then right beside us there was a newcomers to the city, 3 or 4 spaces. So we pulled in and just pulled in right to the line so that we had a lot of room to get the chair out. So we pulled in just to the line. Well, anyway, this guy tried to pull in right beside us. Claudine had parked and gone into the dollar store. I was waiting in the car. And this fellow decided he was going to get out and start yelling at me because we were parked on the line and we shouldn't have been parked on the line. And I said, I'm sorry that we're parked on the line, but we just went into the dollar store. Anyway, he parked in the next space over, right on the line, in the newcomer space, and then he didn't go to the newcomers, he went to the Dollarama. So he actually parked where he wasn't supposed to park after yelling at me. Well, anyway, Claudine comes back out to the car and I proceeded to tell her I'd got yelled at. She goes, where did he go? I said, he went into the Dollarama. She says, what did he look like? And I said, you are not going in there to confront him. She just wanted to go in and tell him, don't treat my mother like that. There was no reason. I was a passenger, for heaven's sakes. What would I have had to do with it? Nothing. Anyway, okay, I've rambled and rambled. I want to say thank you so much, Leslie. I am going to be cheered up. I said it put that sunshiny, colory light that I needed today, and it cheered me up greatly. And I'm going to put the napkins out now. I left them in the case there. I'm going to put the napkins out so I can see them, and the card where I can see them, and I am going to enjoy them every day. Thank you, my friend. And thank you to everybody who comes by and watches and supports me. This is just my journey. This is what it is. Some days are great, some days are not. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Can't think. We're doing something. But anyway, I will let you know what we're doing tomorrow, and we'll have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, this is our oasis out here. It's dark now, but isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? This is what I like to do. I can handle the bugs, you know, like I said, I got my hood here. No, I can't do the hood. But anyway, I can sit here and I can handle it, and when I'm not talking to the camera, I am just sitting enjoying the nature. There's something very calming and peaceful about this. And I was told about another YouTube channel on YouTube that was for helping sleep. So tonight I'm going to try that and see how that works. They said it worked good for them, so I'm going to try that tonight. So I'm off to bed, and I'm hoping to sleep. All right. Have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.